There Doc stood, the biggest hooker, freshly spawned beneath the dim, flickering glow of Stella Montis. The air was cold, still waiting. He knew what he must do. The beretta at his hip gleamed faintly, its metal kissed by the memory of 1,000 kills, 1,000 rats, 1,000 men, all cut down where greed had guided their hands, each one silenced by the steady hail of light ammo. The goop was waiting. Doc could feel it. But what Stella Montis did not yet understand, what none of them knew, Doc was coming. He was the biggest hooker, and he hungered. As the stream watched in silence, he stepped forward, boots whispering against the concrete, beginning his long, deliberate march toward assembly. Soon Stella Montis would know his name. Soon Stella Montis would bleed. The rhythm of his footsteps sharpened as he descended into the assembly trench. Pitter, patter, pitter, patter echoing like a heartbeat through the hollow corridors. Then gunfire, distant, sharp, alive. Doc didn't slow. As he turned the corner, smoke drifted lazily through the air ahead, curling in the dim light like ghosts of battles already fought. His pulse steadied. His prey was near. Climbing from the trench into shadow, he paused only long enough to see down the straightaway. And there it was. A perfect moment. A sad little raider, back turned, ferro in hand, firing blindly into the dark, unaware, exposed. Beautiful. Doc moved. No hesitation, no warning. The beretta sang a precise, deadly symphony, and in an instant the raider crumpled, reduced to a crawl beneath the harsh red glow of his own flare. A dying animal. And like any disturbance in the wild, it drew attention. Down the hall, another raider faltered mid-fire. The shift in the air was enough. Instinct screamed at him. You are not alone. Doc was already moving. Through the crack of gunfire, through the haze of smoke and drifting sparks, a new sound emerged. Beep. Familiar. Final. The trigger nade landed between them. A single moment of realization. Then light. Then nothing. The blast swallowed the corridor, ripping through steel and flesh alike, leaving only ringing silence in its wake. When the smoke cleared, Doc was already crouched, looting, sorting, taking. Doc was gooping, pockets filled with the spoils of the fallen. He rose again, unbothered, unshaken. The train called to him, low, mechanical, certain. Like the moon to a wolf, he moved. Back through the trench, through the narrow veins of Stella Montis, until the lobby metro opened before him, vast, dim, and waiting. The train alarm blared, and they came. From above like prairie dogs to a whistle, like rats to cheese, the lobby security teams poured down the stairwell, hungry for the kill they thought was theirs. They didn't know. They couldn't know. The danger wasn't arriving. It was already here. Doc stood at the base of the stairs, still as stone, the beretta resting at his side. Watching. Waiting. The first helmet appeared. Then another. Voices, orders, confidence. Doc inhaled slowly, steady, measured. The first man stepped into view and died before he could speak. The beretta cracked once, twice. Bodies dropped where they stood, confusion shattering into panic as the remaining men scrambled, their gunfire wild, desperate, uncontrolled. Doc stepped forward into it, untouched, unrushed. Another nade rolled from his hand, clinking softly against the concrete as it settled among them. A man saw it, too late. The explosion tore the stairwell apart, dust and fire blooming outward as screams were cut short mid-breath. Doc moved through the smoke like something inevitable. Shapes staggered. Some crawled. Some tried to rise, none succeeded. Pop, 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 each shot deliberate, each life ended. Silence returned once more, heavy, absolute. Doc stood alone in the aftermath, the air thick with smoke and the faint glow of dying flares. Then, without ceremony, he looted. Because that's what he came for. Because that's what he always came for. The train doors hissed open behind him. Waiting, patient. Doc stepped aboard, he didn't look back, he didn't need to, because now, Stella Montis knew. And somewhere deep in its tunnels, in the quiet corners where survivors still clung to hope, they would whisper about the man in the dark. The biggest hooker. The one who comes without warning. The one who leaves nothing behind. And long after the gunfire faded. Long after the bodies were stripped and forgotten. One truth would remain.